Guys, this is Catherine. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 28th to July 5th. We're going to be taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. These are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, and I do suggest you take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs that come out on my channel throughout the week. All right, also, if you are looking for a personal reading, you can contact me at oracleintuitions.com or through my Facebook and my Instagram page. Now, if you go to my website, I think I do have a romance reading that is up there. That's a 15-minute video that will get sent to you on a private link through my YouTube channel. I will be adding more to that website as we go. However, most of my readings are actually 1-hour readings, and these are through phone call or video call. So you will talk to me live for a 1-hour reading, and you can check out all the information again on my Facebook page or my Instagram, or just contact me there and we can set up a time and date. All right, so this week has been kind of crazy. All right, we've had a lot of intense energies coming through. So I thought it would be a good idea to get some advice from the angels this week. So we are going to be using the Angel Tarot by Radley Valentine, the Archangel Gabriel Oracle, as well as the Romance Angel Oracle by Doreen Virtue, and we're going to be using the Angels of Atlantis by Stuart Pearce. Also, remember to watch our live show on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. So this is a live show where we do live readings on the channel. And also and this is at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain, if I didn't already say that. But also on Sundays at 2 o'clock p.m., we have live interviews with different spiritual guests. It's a really fun show. Come and join us. You can interact. You can, ask questions of the guests, all of that. And that's at 2 o'clock p.m. Mountain time. Have an amazing week, guys. Take care and many blessings. Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading for June 28th to July 5th. We're taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Also, remember that time in the spiritual realm has no relevance, so these could be upcoming energies, they may be current energies, or they may be a validation from spirit in regards to some sort of past energy. So let's see what is coming through for you at this time. All right, in the mind, we have the management. Place your priorities at the top of your to-do list and don't allow distractions to deter your focus. So I just need a sip of water. Sorry, guys. So it's really talking here about obviously putting your priorities together. It feels like for some of you, you may be all over the place. Maybe you're thinking about doing this and putting this and this and this. Maybe you have 1,000 things to do. It's time to put the most important at that top and help yourself by relieving yourself of these duties or responsibilities in some way. All right. We also have share your art with the world. It's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. And we have ask for what you want. Clear communication with yourself, with God, and with others helps you avoid misunderstandings and speeds up the process of answered prayers. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So what I'm getting here, Sagittarius, it really feels like for some of you, maybe there is a new project that you're wanting to start. Maybe this has to do with your current hobby. Maybe you're an artist of some sort. Maybe you have some sort of creative ability. Maybe it's just the fact that you're wanting to start a career. Maybe this has to do with a relationship in some way. But I feel like what Spirit is saying to you is, like, when you ask for what you want, you know what I'm really getting here for you, Sagittarius. Okay, this is what I'm feeling. All right. And again, it may or may not resonate with everyone. What I'm feeling here is when it asks for what you want clearly, and then we're talking about priorities. I feel that for some of you, you may be in this place of minimizing what it is that you're truly desiring. All right. we may have a list. You know, maybe you're sitting there in this place of, well, I want more money, I want a relationship, I want this, I want that. But you're also not being very specific about what it is. So, you know, when we ask for more money, hey, if we find a dime, technically, that is more money, right? When we ask for a relationship, we're basically in this place of, well, I want a relationship. Okay, well, here's a relationship, but that might not be the relationship that's going to make us happy. So what Spirit is saying is to be more clear in what it is that you're asking for at this moment. All right, this is what I get. Put those priorities at the top of the list. So if you're asking for a relationship, you might want to say, I want somebody who's going to be generous and kind, and somebody who, you know, puts my needs along with theirs, and somebody, you know, whatever your list is. All right, if you're looking for a career, well, I want to work these hours, I want to have, you know, this amount of pay, I want to have amazing coworkers. Because if we're asking for a career, if we're asking for a job, well, you could get a job, but, you know, it may be a minimum wage, or it may be not something that is truly making you happy. And that's what I'm getting from Spirit. So Spirit is saying up those manifestations, level up your communication in regards to what it is that you're seeking and desiring and trying to create. Don't just, you know, don't give us some petty stuff. Give us the real juice. What is it that you're really, really, really wanting at this time? And let's create it. And then when it talks about share your art with the world, you know, the interesting thing is, so that this is external, okay? When we talk about the body, this is external. Share it with others. It doesn't mean that you have to, you know, share it on Facebook or share it social media. But, you know, let's say, for instance, let's say you're seeking a relationship and you haven't been really clear as to what it is that you want, but some of your friends know what it is that you're seeking. So, you know, it may be friends or family, they might be in this place of, well, they just want a relationship. So I'm going to introduce them to, you know, Tom or, you know, Tina or whatever, even though that person might not be completely compatible with you, right? So basically what you're saying to the world is you're letting people know what it is that you're truly desiring. Maybe, you know, this has to do not with relationships, but careers. Hey, can you keep a lookout for a job that will have benefits, a job that will pay me about this amount? Hey, look, just keep your ears open, and if you hear of something, let me know. Do you see what I'm saying? So when we're sharing that art with the world, and now again, it may not even have to be exactly external communication. It could be just projecting that energy out there. All right, projecting that energy out there. When we're in that place of knowing what it is that we want and what it is that we desire, that energy automatically starts radiating from us. If we're in a place of not being clear, we can also present that energy. So this is what I'm getting from Spirit. Be clear as to be clear as to what it is that you're trying to manifest, and then start sending that energy out into the world in order to help the universe create it for you. So let's get some clarification. We have the Knight of Water. Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. And it says falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance your emotions, and invitation to a social event. So I do feel that for some of you, especially if this does have to do with a relationship, I feel like a relationship is either about to evolve possibly, or maybe come forth, or maybe somebody's going to be more honest with what it is that they're desiring with you, or, you know, what they want to create with you, or maybe it's you that's going to be more honest about what it is that you want to create with them. Again, ask for what you want. Have that communication in order to bring this forward. Now, for those of you that it's not, you know, relating to a relationship, I do feel when that Knight of Water comes through, it is an emotional offer of some sort. So by presenting what it is that you're truly desiring out into the world, it allows an offer that is going to heighten your emotions come forward. Something that is going to make you happy, something that is going to make you joyous. We literally cannot make this up. I really feel that for some of you, this has to do with the relationship. So the 10 of Water, 10 of Cups, a contented and rewarding family life, your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. Again, when we're asking for what it is that we want, if we're seeking or desiring a trustworthy relationship, we have to ask for it. All right. We have to make sure that we're in that place of being able to receive that trustworthy relationship. And it's also the energy that we have to present to others. If we're asking for trust, but we're not being trustworthy ourselves, it's going to be really hard for that energy to come through. So make sure what it is that you're desiring, you're also presenting. And we have the Page of Earth. So when it talks about the Page of Earth, okay, so I'll just read this. It talks about good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, and new area study. The Page of Earth is also about new things developing that can be on the material plane. So again, this could possibly be relationships, it could be careers, it could be maybe a new business, whatever it is. But I do feel like a new energy, a grounded energy is trying to develop, or Spirit is saying to you, ask for what you want and make sure it's of a grounded nature. Meaning, know that within your core, this is what it is that you're truly desiring and wanting to manifest. Because if we're being wishy-washy, we're going to get a wishy-washy energy coming through. So make sure you're in a grounded place, or make sure you're being grounded with your words, being very clear with what it is that you're asking for in order for it to present itself. So let's take a look at relationships and see what's coming through at this time. So relationships for Sagittarius. Relationships for Sagittarius. Remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, co-workers. They may even be some sort of relationship with ourselves. All right, let's see what's coming in. We have, this could be the one. Yes, I mean, look at, we already had the Knight of Cups. We had the Ten of Cups. I really feel like something is about to change or develop here. And it talks about you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Interesting. But again, take it as it resonates. We also have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And I feel like the reason for disconnecting from the world is because of the fact that we need to discover what it is that we're really desiring, what it is that we're wanting to manifest. And we may need to retreat into ourselves in order to be able to be clear about what it is. Sometimes if we spend time with ourselves, just go into sort of a hermit mode, especially, okay, for instance, here's an example. Let's say you're seeking a relationship, and instead of going into yourself and being very clear about what it is that you're seeking and trying to manifest, and what type of person you want to draw forth, you're just instead going to every bar, and being kind of, I'm just going to spend all my time talking to everybody. I'm just going to go on every dating site. I'm just going to do this. It's not really putting that energy towards what it is that you're desiring. You're sort of allowing all energy to come through, and that can get us in this place of feeling disheartened in some way, because we're not, when we're meeting people from, that doesn't mean that people can't meet each other in the bar. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that. But if we're out there without that clear knowledge of what it is that we're truly seeking and desiring, it can really lead to a lot of other energies that are presenting themselves that aren't going to be good for us. So I really feel like what that energy is saying to you is retreat. Now, even if it has to do with a particular current person or relationship, I feel that by retreating into yourself and asking yourself, what is it that I'm really desiring from this person? What is it that I really enjoy about this person? What is it that I really want them to present to me? And again, allow that co-creation with Spirit. We also have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So if you're hanging on to any old energy, and sometimes that can bring about, again, that clear communication, right? We need to have that clear communication. So if there's an ex, let's say, that had more negative tendencies, or maybe there were some good qualities about them, but you just wish you could release those negative tendencies, then maybe just ask for those clear qualities to come through, those positive qualities to come through. But I really feel here is that releasing the energy of past relationships is really going to bring about possibly the one that you are seeking. Or releasing, now when it talks about release your ex, this even could have to do with a current situation, when it may not be an ex, but it maybe you're asking, I just wish they were like this. I just wish they were like that. Okay, maybe you got to ask yourself first, why are you with this person? But also, maybe it's time to let go of some sort of judgment. Maybe look at those qualities in some sort of positive way. And this does not include abuse, addiction, or some sort of harmful quality. Okay, that I'm not promoting that in any way. But it is basically saying, let go of the judgment towards something, and maybe you might start looking at your partner with a new perspective. All right? It can also really change the energy of that partnership, or possibly that potential person that's trying to come through. Yeah, we have the Ace of Fire. So this is that Ace of Wands. And it says an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So again, going into yourself, deciding what that next step is, really thinking about it, really having that communication with God and Spirit at this time. We have the Chariot coming through. An important achievement, self-discipline, and willpower, public recognition. Now, here's the thing. I really like when the Chariot comes through, this also talks about a balanced energy. Okay, we need to move forward with a balanced energy. Try to balance out the emotions, try to balance out the mind and the heart. When we're moving forward with just a state of our heart, it's not balanced. If we're moving through with a state of just logic, we're not being balanced. We have to have that emotional maturity to be emotional and logical maturity to really advance and move forward. And this is what Spirit is asking of you. It really feels like, again, going into yourself, retreating for a little while, and looking at what it is that you're trying to create within some sort of relationship. This relationship even could be just with ourselves. How do I make myself stronger? How do I release past energies? How do I let go and move forward so that I can live a more peaceful life? And we have the Lovers. Intimate relationships, carefully weighing your decisions, and good health. So again, we have the weighing of the decisions, that balance coming through, carefully weighing your decision. But the Lovers also talks about coming from the heart. So even though we can be balancing our head and our heart, we can still come from the energy of love. All right? Those are two different things. If we're just coming from our heart, but we're overlooking the things that could be really important later on, that's not being balanced. If we're just looking at everything in a logical way, that's not being balanced. When we come from an element of love, even if a situation is not good for us, or even if that person may not be who it is that we're seeking or desiring, it's about that matter of love and just saying, you know what, I love you enough to release you. I'm going to let you go because this is not what I feel will work in the future for me. Again, it's time to really recognize what it is that you're wanting moving forward. Allowing yourself to really look at what it is that makes you happy, that brings you passion, that makes you excited within a relationship in some way, whether this is with a potential partner, a current partner, or maybe possibly a partner that may come through in the future. All right? So let's get some closing messages for you, Aries, and see what is coming through. Closing messages for Aries. Closing messages for Aries. Okay. Closing messages for Aries. We have Zaphiel. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Surrender, and to allow yourself to really look deep. Surrender the fears, surrender what you're pushing down and hiding. It's time to really speak. It's time to really communicate, and then take a step back and let yourself co-create with Spirit at this moment. It's surrendering to the energy, to yourself, to what it is that you're truly wanting and desiring, and what it is that you want to manifest. It's okay to do so. Bring forth what it is that makes you truly happy. So I hope this reading has helped please subscribe, please click like, please share the video. Don't forget to watch us on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. where we do live mini readings, and on Sundays where we have different spiritual guests. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing week and many blessings.